The primary feature of free market economies is that it benefits those who are pragmatic, but unfortunately, it is the benefactors of this system who tend to forget this lesson in the later stages of their growth trajectory. Visa and MasterCard are no exceptions. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Piyush, and if you are watching us on Facebook, give our page a like, and if you are watching us on YouTube, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Coming back to this story in this video, I am here to tell you about how India and Russia are thrashing the American dominance in the payment card market. According to the reports available in the public domain, the India-Russia economic cooperation is extended to the payments domain. There is a high possibility that within a short period of time, Indian ATMs and POS terminals will start accepting mere debit cards and credit cards. In exchange for India opening its gateway for Mir, Russia will remove every kind of hurdle coming in the way of acceptance of rupee cards in the Soviet territory. In the last week, various developments in this regard have been reported. Firstly, Ajit Doval paid a sudden visit to Russia. The fact that the National Security Advisor met with the Russian Minister of Industry and Trade added fuel to the fire around the Mir rupee exchange. Moreover, 15 Russian banks are negotiating with Indian banks for sorting out issues related to rupee-ruble transactions in bilateral trade. According to a report by the Economic Times, Petersburg Social Commercial Bank, Zenith Bank, and Tatsats Bank are some of the banks involved in negotiations from the Russian side. From the Indian side, SBI, Bank of India, Canara Bank, UCO Bank, Bank of Baroda, among others, are leading the discussion. The collaboration between India and Russia may end up hitting the final nail in the proverbial coffin of American card companies like Visa and MasterCard. Earlier this year, both these companies felt compelled to participate in the Fox sanction regime of United States. They suspended their operations in Russia. The bankruptcy of pragmatism may end up making them financially bankrupt. Though Mir was carving out its own niche in Russia, its growth was slow. After its inception in 2014, which was necessitated by Crimea-related sanctions, Mir cards could only dominate 12% of Russian markets between 2016 and 2020. On the other hand, the combined share of Visa and MasterCard was more than 80%. The moment both these companies decided to leave Russia in times of its need, they lost millions of customers, resulting in the revenue loss to the tune of $1.5 billion annually. The self-goal by Visa and MasterCard looks more foolish when you consider the fact that both were already on a losing spree in the Indian market. The introduction of rupee cards in the financial inclusion drive of the Indian government had already snatched a major section of its market share in the Indian card market. By the end of 2020, rupee had released more than 60.3 crore cards. Its debit card is particularly popular among Indian masses. With the linking of UPI with rupee credit cards, it is ready to eat into the remaining 80% share of foreign credit card issuers as well. Though it is bad for American card companies, it did not come off as a surprise. There was certain inevitability to it. Yes, it is true that companies should abide by the principles of governments of their foundational jurisdiction. However, it is also true that the government is not always right. These companies knew that sanctions were futile and still they participated in it. They handed their failures on platter to Russian and Indian card companies.